What is the difference between a honeybee, a bumblebee, or a wasp? People are often wondering what they have in the garden, and they're often quite concerned about what they are. So let's go over them. The main difference between a honeybee and a bumblebee is that honeybees are constantly as a whole colony. They go through winter as a whole big colony. Bumblebees, only the queen goes through winter where she hibernates. Bumblebees also only just make enough honey for themselves, whereas honeybees are the only bees that generally make an excess of honey, which is why we effectively domesticate honeybees. This is a honeybee. It looks like a wasp, but it's not a wasp, it's a honeybee. It's not something that we see very frequently. When you do see them, it's usually a swarm. This is a wasp. Looks very much like a honeybee, but it's more yellow with black on it. Just remember how it looks. You'll see them buzzing around your larder when you sat out in a beer garden in August. At the start of the season, they're not a problem at all. They eat aphids and things. They're quite beneficial things to have around. But later in the season, they do go for honeybees, and can become quite a pest later on for people. If you've got a wasp nest, you're going to need to get a pest controller to look at it if it's an inconvenience and getting in your way or causing harm. This is a bumblebee, so cute, fluffy, much bigger than a honeybee, and usually very self-limiting, only around for a few weeks, a month or so, before the nest dissipates. The queen bumblebee lives on her own through the winter months, so there's no concerns to be had about it building a colony and staying there for a long period of time. More often than not, so long as they're not disturbed, they are pretty harmless. You just to leave them alone, let them be, and just let them go about their business. So to summarise, this is a honeybee, a wasp, and a bumblebee. Very different now that you've seen them, and hopefully you'll be able to recognise them when you're out and about.